This abandoned power plant had long played a crucial role in Germany's energy production for more than half a century. From its initial inception back in 1926 to its final days of operation in 1992, this power plant was instrumental in the context of Germany's energy landscape. Eager to quench our thirst to explore an abandoned building, we set our sights on a unique abandoned power plant in Germany that is known for its black turbine and its incredible control room with an ornate skylight. We decided to wait until the next morning so that we could play it smart and explore it at sunrise on a Saturday where it would certainly be nice and quiet, or so we thought. After a short walk, we arrived at the abandoned power plant, but as soon as we began to approach the building, 2 semi-trucks suddenly pulled up right in front of the place. But to make matters worse, each of these 2 drivers had gotten out of their trucks and were now standing directly in front of where we were supposed to climb the fence to access the property. We soon realized that these workers may never leave, so we got out our iPhones and we began to look at satellite view to find an alternative route onto the property.
Some spider webs for breakfast.
We realized that in an adjacent lot, there was an old overgrown trail that led to the very back corner of the property where we could remain hidden from the 2 workers and anyone else driving by. As the air became thick with the mystery of the unknown, there standing before us was the dominating outline of the 120-meter high smokestack, signaling that we had made it to the actual power plant.
So we just got in here. Took a little longer than we thought it would, but we had to take another route because there were some workers right out front at the main entrance.
Eating breakfast, smoking, shooting the shit.
They were there for like 20 minutes, so we decided to take the long way, but we're in here.
We're in.
And let's go check out this power plant. Some old like gauges up here. There's a bunch of old computers left right here. So it looks like we're in a building that doesn't connect with the turbine hall. So we gotta go back out. Looks like we gotta go over this little fence. And we'll try again. This looks completely gutted. Dead end?
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah, way better. It's missing a few, yeah. Alright. Alright, hopefully these steps lead us up to the turbine hall.
Steps are so old.
Alright, it's another dead end. That door's locked. So we keep trying. We obviously didn't have intel on how to do this place. That is definitely the turbine hall above us, though. So we just gotta figure out how to get in there. There's like a bar in here. Yeah.
Used for events until like 2018 or something. The power plant was one of the oldest and most prominent energy facilities in all of Europe. Established in the late 19th century, the power plant has undergone significant developments to meet the growing demands of electricity consumption and adhere to the evolving environmental regulations. With changing times and an ever-increasing focus on renewable energies, this power plant transformed from an original lignite coal-fired facility to eventually becoming a modernized energy generation station in its end.
Alright, so we finally made it in the turbine hall. That definitely took longer than expected. But it was fun trying to figure it out. Look at this beast. And then over here, go check out the control room real fast. There's a small control panel. Oh, we'll come back to that though, because we are here for this. This is one of the best control rooms in the world. Look at that skylight. Absolutely incredible.
The origins of the power plant can be traced back to the industrialization period of Germany, when the demand for electricity surged with the rise of manufacturing and urbanization. The construction of the original power plant began in the late 1800s with a focus on utilizing coal as the primary source of fuel. As the demand for electricity continued to escalate, the power plant underwent expansions and upgrades to enhance its capacity and efficiency. It's like we have old books from the 1920s with notes, 1970s, 1980s. These are actually, looks like time cards from the 1950s, I believe. These are all people's names, I think. It's crazy. And then over here, you have a logbook from 1931. And look at that, all penciled in. By the 1930s, it was one of the most modern peak load power plants of its time. And by the 1940s, the plant was enlarged as a second 120-meter high chimney was built, as well as a new fourth turbine with an increased output of 20,000 kilowatts was put into operation. The plant now had a total output of over 54 megawatts. The technological advancements at the plant had been vital in improving its operational processes and reducing its environmental footprint. These critical and surely expensive advancements at the time period positioned the power plant as a pioneering entity in the realm of clean energy production, especially as it now started to focus on renewable energy sources, aligning with the country's ambitious climate goals. Unfortunately for the power plant, this would all be short-lived. Just after World War II, the power plant was closed down, but only a month later, the Soviet Union took over and put the plant back into use again, seemingly right up until the reunification of Germany in 1991, when the now aging power plant was handed down to the city. According to Europe's usage concept, the newest energy source was now natural gas, which would have required major renovations that would have cost the city millions of dollars. So for this reason, the project failed, and in April of 1992, the last turbine generator was shut down and the power plant was completely taken off the grid. The power plant sat abandoned for nearly a decade before the city again opened it up in 2001, but this time as a museum and event space. Unfortunately, by 2018, that had also closed down, and the one-time leading power plant of the region has been left abandoned ever since. In conclusion, the history of the power plant serves as a compelling narrative of technological evolution and sustainability in the renewable energy sector. The facility's legacy as a cornerstone of energy production in Germany underscores its enduring significance in both generating and providing reliable electricity. Here's another smaller control room. This one actually faces the turbine right there. It's pretty cool too. Levers and gauges. Some of these look like maybe thermometers. Pumps. Thermal. Still got graph paper in this one. All of them really have graph paper. Some more gauges here, and then choker, Heimlich. This looks like a temperature gauge of some sorts. I think that even says temperature. Here's underneath the turbines. See, there's one of the bars from when it was an event center. Look at these maps on the wall. Of course, I can't really read them, but you can see some of the words like machine, of course, 3, machine 2, machine 1, which are probably the turbines. Castle. Spicen Wassen Halter. Wow, look at this thing. They're like 3D. That is so cool. Look at the key. That is amazing. And it's so old. This one too. Hock bunker. Castle machine. Strat trafo. Wow, that is so cool. $65,000 kilograms. It's a hell of a crane up there. There's the hook. There's another little one up there too. Looks much different than the turbines that we're used to in America. But it's the same exact power source, which is coal fire. And this plant dates back to 1926. I think it opened officially in 1927. It took them a year to build. And it's one of the oldest coal-firing power plants in all of Europe. 100 years old. Almost 100 years old. The gauge is here. All of this craft work, as they call it out here. Another look at that crane up there. I don't know much about turbines, coal source, so if anybody knows some of that stuff, feel free to leave a comment if you know what some of this stuff is.
At one point, it looks like they started to dismantle this turbine, as you can see inside of it. That's the copper that the scrappers are taking out of here.
Holy hell, that's bright.
So I'm up here where the crane operator would sit. Here's all the different controls. Got some harsh light on the turbine now. Which sucks because this was actually a really good shot from up here. I didn't come up here in time. So I wanted to go up there and get a photo, but the lighting is horrible now. And we're late to the next spot. So we actually have to get out of here as much as I kind of want to stay and keep shooting. I did want to come up here and show you the crane operator area before we left.
Look at that. It's probably the plant. Look at the blueprints and stuff. Jeez. These old photos. Yeah, look at all this stuff in here. It's just wild. Trying to look for a date, but I don't really see one. Oh, 1958. That's crazy. This place is loaded with like binders and photos. Look at that. They have like all these photos in here. Look at that. How the systems work and stuff. What's up with these World War II photos, dude? Wow. Dude, this has got to be World War II. Look at this. Wow. That's incredible that that's in here. Look at all these CDs and jeez, there's so much documents in here. Look at this stuff, dude. 1922? Is that what that said? Ugh, wow, it's probably the blueprints. All these blueprints. Look at these printing drawers over here. Look at that. Look at that. Look at these printing drawers. Badass. Look at that. It's just fully loaded, everything. There's another printer drawers, cabinet of printer drawers over there. 74. Jeez, look at all these. They're all year 59, 27. They kept everything in here, all the logs in the 20s when this place opened. It's amazing that this is all still in here. Like, wow. 86. Overlooks like a station down there. Let's see if I can turn this off and show you a little better. Just crazy. These photo albums or something? No, these are the log books. Okay. Yep.
All right, it's that time. I am sad to leave. I feel like I could spend an entire day here, but we gotta keep it moving to the next spot. Gotta make sure we put a sticker for her. Miss you so much. All right, we're gonna start making our way out of this place. Yeah, let's check this other side real fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna shoot this real quick. That's what I seen coming up. Yeah, I seen that clock when we were down in that big area. That's when I knew we were close. Once I seen those.
This is where I think the coal would come in. From up there. Get these big robotic hydraulic arms. And then you have another control panel here. There's a furnace. The furnace is right here. As the world progresses towards a more sustainable energy future, the power plant still stands today as a testament to the industry's capacity for adaptation and as a reminder of inevitable progress. And that takes us to the end of the video on this incredible German power plant from Abandoned Central. We hope that you enjoyed another abandoned location from our European road trip. For more photos from the power plant and our other locations, don't forget to check out our website at abandonedcentral.com. And as always, please subscribe to Abandoned Central on YouTube so that you don't miss any of our latest videos. Thank you again for all your support.